know, the officials are part of the court, but that was interesting.
Did a little tightrope walk along the sideline. Overplays. Lazy pass by Odom. Goes around. Jack Neese. Beautiful pass. And Harrington actually came on the wrong foot. He wasn't able to go up with that right hand and have his body between the defender.
That was Jack going around Jack. And then to our left sits Jack.
Very good.
Warrior high in rebounding against the Rockets with 13 pulls, and without Petrus they will need Al scoring as well as the rebounding. Free throws down.
Set the tone early with the defense if you can. They've given up some, but they haven't been burned too often.
Fisher missing there. There's the battle for the rebound, and Harrington wins it.
Harrington gives help a lot, and therefore sometimes he loses sight of his man.
Aaron's got Radmanovich on him. Harrington springs free. Missing the three. Al's three-point shooting has really been slumping the last 10, 15 ball games.
Over the last 4 games, his free throw shooting as well.
Turioff missing there, and you'd love him to take that shot.
Exactly. Yeah, Barron's got his legs back today. You can see that.
Radmanovich will draw the foul.
This is a mismatch heavily favoring Baron Davis if they continue to leave Radmanovich on Barron. He seems like he gets mismatched there every time now.
Now, Phil Jackson thinking, hey, maybe they're calling it very tight early. Does he not want Kobe or others? As Monte got up so high, he just couldn't collect the ball and dunk it.
He just misjudged it there and hit it off the front of the iron. And that cost him. Beautifully run out of bounds play, and I'm surprised that got by Phil Jackson because he's very clever, knows what's happening, and they run that a lot.
This type of 4-point swings you can't afford as Jackson and Biedrins unable to connect.
Well, on that play, Stephen Jackson penetrated so deeply, Biedrins didn't think that he should pass the ball because they were just too close together, and I agree.
The first quarter critical to both these teams. Great front runners after the first 12 minutes. There was 6:58 remaining in the first. We're even at 15. And Baron Davis, a homecoming to the Southland, and a good one here at Staples. 6:58 remaining in the first, even at 15, and we hook up with Matt Steinmetz. And Matt, third meeting, but a lot of moving parts for both coaches tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I think this game's going to be a lot different than the first 2 matchups when the Lakers just pounded the ball inside to Andrew Bynum. If you'll remember, the first game here in December against the Lakers, they went inside to Bynum about 8-10 times right off the bat. I think they're going to play differently tonight, probably more perimeter-oriented, relying more on Kobe as a scorer. But you know what? If they want to go down and pound it to Ronny Turiaf, I think that's something the Warriors are willing to live with.
And Turiaf had a beautiful pass out to Radmanovich for 3, but he is not Pau Gasol and he is not Andrew Bynum, and I'm not really going out on a limb saying that in either case.
When they lost that game here on December the 9th, first time they played the Lakers, Bynum was superb. He had 5 blocks, 11 rebounds in that game, 20 points, and they don't have that factor. Radmanovich is going to be on the perimeter. They're not going to run the triangle offense with him at the deep post.
Turiaf's getting all he wants, and early on he's hurting the Warriors. Turiaf 3 of 5 for 6 points. You remember his story, having open heart surgery to fix an aortic root valve in his heart. Second round pick out of Gonzaga. Monte Ellis. Monte is 2 of 6. An uncharacteristic miss on the dunk. Kobe having it knocked away. Turiaf setting up Radmanovich.
One of his rare drives.
And Turiaf again. Ronny Turiaf only averages 6 points a game. He's got 8 here in the first quarter.
These are the supporting cast players that we alluded to. I mean, his season high is 15 points. He's already going off.
Warriors getting very perimeter now. Still shooting 50%, as is the Lakers. And Biedrins, good vision on the ball. Tay. He just creates something out of nothing. Kind of a wrong foot, half step, and then I'll just put it off the glass. And they're going to need a monster game from Monte Ellis tonight.
I think they need good three-point shooting, too, because in the loss, they were 8 of 33 from three-point shooting. In the win at home 5 days later, 12 of 25. And Stephen Jackson is 2 of 12 against the Lakers this year. Let's see how he comes out of that if we hit that first one today.
Harrington missing a three. And Biedrins working hard, trying to save it. And out to Steven Jackson.
Nice little mid-range shot. And those are the ones you just count on. And Monte's been pretty dependable this year. That was in and out. And to test Monte here, he's shading him baseline.
Kobe feeding inside, and Jackson fouling Turioff. Barron had picked up 2 quick ones. Steven Jack picks up his first.
Underneath, right in the center there. Just a little push.
3 Warrior team fouls, 2 on the Lakers.
Let's watch this again. That's a great play by Biedrins. He had his vision on the ball.
Jack in a scattered situation. Steven Jackson with a baby hook. Steven Jackson looking pretty frisky early offensively, and the Warriors answering everything LA has. Steven Jackson will take a turn on Kobe. Odom losing the handle.
This time Jack Neese got out of the way when Jackson was coming.
Steven Jackson, a transition triple.
That's 2 of 2 from 3-point range for Jackson. So he has already made the full number that he made in the 2 previous games. That's a great sign. Talk about how important it is for him to be good.
And Turioff, make him a play creator.
2-on-1.
Monte dropping it. The pass and crash. Take away the layup.
You've got to pass the ball under control and move to the side. You've got to slow down. Fisher's a veteran. Now Fisher's backpedaling. That's a bad call because Fisher never had position. It should be a no call. It's a simple no call, but you've got to be aware of that, and you've got to slow down. You have plenty of time. It's a 2-on-1. You split the defender. When he shades you that far, you just keep going wider to the right, taking further away.
Kobe mid-range shot, and Jackson knocking it away from Turioff.
Steven Jackson got hit on the noggin. Knocked his little brace down. Headband.
Barron to Biedrins. And a foul on the pass. And that will take away the bucket.
Well, they're doing a pretty good job of getting some penetration mixed up with the outside shooting and looking at Biedrins. How about this over the top?
Barron, just a wonderful catch. Harrington is fouled. And is it 3 free throws?
I believe it is.
And it will be. So Turioff, a little out of control and a mental mistake. Harrington hasn't made a shot. And he crashes into him and gives Al 3 free throws. And Turioff picking up fouls. There's not a lot of bigs on the Laker bench.
Baron Davis trying to get Al Harrington going. Now, there may have been a foul there, but the ball was already released, and Al has got to get that ball up in the basket. He's been just not shooting well lately.
And he's 3 for 3 from the line as Luke Walton will check in. Warriors deal of the game. You can guarantee a seat to the playoffs by placing a deposit towards next year's season tickets and get a free ticket to see the Sonics. That's the fan appreciation night, final game of the regular season. And that is only tonight, the deal of the game at 888-GSW-HOOP. And operators ready to help you right now. And that Sonics game, you don't think that's going to matter in terms of playoff positioning and the way the West is going. It's coming down to the last week and the last day of the season. And Brandon Wright will check in. Biedrins will sit down.
Well, we talked about who's going to come off the bench first. So Brandon gets his shot here.
And Al 2 for 3 from the line. So Harrington 4 of 5 free throwing. And the Warriors doing it defensively and 9 unanswered.
Brandon Wright on Odom.
Luke Walton on Harrington. Kobe from the foul line. And Kobe Bryant's got 7 points and a couple boards. The alley-oop. Brandon Wright running the floor.
If you can run, you can convert. He is long. He's as long as Odom is. Brandon Wright is even longer.
The early energy by Brandon. Don Nelson says that run back on defense, run down on offense. And Radmanovich too deep a position. Remember Vladimir Radmanovich in Seattle, traded for Chris Wilcox to the Clippers, then signed as a free agent by the Lakers.
Got a big contract. Had shoulder separation last year. Now the reverse just didn't go.
Odom handling. Now Kobe on the wing. Fisher out of the corner and buries the three.
Monte has to get a little closer. He got caught up looking at the ball handler.
Derek Fisher, 41% from beyond the arc this year. Brandon Wright inside, had it stripped, but it's still Warrior ball. We go to the mandatory timeout. 2:21 remaining in the first quarter. Even at 26. Baron Davis and Kobe. Jackson and Lamar Odom. Huge game, huge matchups both ways.